Good morning, people. Another call to arms again for games. People have been talking about this all week since the announcement about Red Dead Redemption coming back to modern consoles, quote unquote. It's coming to the Switch, which I think is cool. It's a cool idea. The Switch might catch on fire. We don't know. It is coming to the PlayStation 4, which is super weird because it was already on there with PlayStation Now, but their companies want to make their buck. And this honestly does not make me excited pretty much at all for GTA 6 because we've been waiting for that game for 10 years. I know the game is going to be fun, but the way that, Rockstar has been acting lately has not been really consumer friendly. And I'm not a fan of that, especially people, especially a company that has shown in the past that they care about their consumers. Obviously they've been taking a lot of L's lately with the DLC. The DLC for GTA Online. I think personally the last cool one was the story content that brought Franklin back into online, to see him older, see Chop and them all older. I thought that was a very cool idea. But then you got the GTA, what is it? The remake that they did, the remaster that they did for the old games, which in my opinion could have been so much better, other than the ugly mess that it was when it first came out, which I've seen people still enjoy it. My only gripe is I can't buy the older versions now without having to buy somebody's account on a third-party website, and I'm not a fan of that. I grew up on Vice City. I grew up on GTA San Andreas. Those are two of my favorite games of all time in the GTA Red Dead Redemption bubble. So I just think that Rockstar made a wrong issue, and I think that we as gamers, which I know some of you, I think a majority of us will still buy this, and that's okay, but I don't respect it because you're settling for less. The same way that people who have been playing Nintendo games since 25 years ago have been settling for less, because there's no competition when it comes to Rockstar and these type of games. There's not. Not Walking Dead. Watch Dogs attempted to do that. I loved the first game. I did not like the second game, and I definitely did not like Legion. But it's not going to be the same. They two different type of gameplay styles, of course, but the hype that GTA has built over the last almost 30 years is kind of untouchable. So since they don't have anybody that can give them any type of competition, they're going to put out whatever they want to put out. And I think we shouldn't buy this. I think, if anything, buy the Switch version, and that might be a little contradictory to what I'm saying right now, but other than that, do not buy that PlayStation version at all, because there's no reason for them to have been able to make it for the Switch and be able to port it over to the PlayStation 4 without them saying years ago when the game first came out, we can't even do it to where it could get on PC or any other systems after this. And I think, as you can see now with this new, this new, well, not even new version, this ported version of the game coming out, I feel like there should be no reason for them to have been able to do it. But they obviously have the resources to be able to do it. They got that other team to take care of it. I seen what the other team put out. You said you pop people, you don't pop people. They haven't really put out a good game, in my opinion, especially not Crackdown 3. The game was horrible. But people on the Xbox, you don't have to worry about that, obviously, because y'all have been able to play it since forever, since Xbox does have backwards compatibility, which I think is the best thing ever. I love when games have backwards compatibility. The reason I didn't buy a PlayStation 3 when it first came out is because when I was a child, was because I was like, oh, if I just get the PlayStation 2 Slim, I can keep playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I can keep playing Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, these games. And then when the PlayStation 3 second version came out, that was the one that I got, it didn't have backwards compatibility. But the first PlayStation 3 did. and I was waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 at the time. So that's old. I'm 27 now, so I've dealt with things like this before many times. And I back then when I was younger and less mature as a gamer and less mature, financially, I would buy it just to say that I have it. Even now there's a lot of games in my Steam library. I have Switch games. I have games for Windows because I don't have an Xbox, and then I have a lot of on my PlayStation 5 that I haven't played because as long as I have them, I'll have them and I want to play them. But my taste in games has changed so much; it's a waste of money. So as of 2 years ago, I have been not doing that. I haven't just been buying games, especially if I feel like they're not doing a good job. Diablo 4. Loved Diablo 3. People hated it. I loved it quite a bit. And Diablo 4 came out. I played the beta. Had a lot of fun on it. Got to like level 20 or level 25, whichever one, to get the dog, the wolf puppy backpack. And I was like, I can't wait to get this game. And then Overwatch said, hey, we're not doing strikes like Destiny style. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing PvE anymore. And I'm like, well, I'm not buying Diablo 4. Like, that's me voting with my dollar. Because I'm not going to support one game if the other game that you have that I really like is not getting good support for the entirety of your community. And then they put out, oh, we're going to have story missions and this and that, but you got to pay for it. The whole reason Overwatch was going free to play with Overwatch 2 was for PvE. Everybody knows this. I'm not going to jump back into that, but I do think that it is horrible when companies do these things, because at the end of the day, COVID showed us people are going to buy whatever they're going to buy when they have the time to do it. Since COVID is over, these companies are still moving like how they were in COVID, where they weren't able to do a lot of work, but people were spending massive amounts of money on their game. I play Genshin Impact. Most of my favorite characters are level 90, talent tree all the way up. I'm 57 out of 60 when it comes to adventure rank. I've explored most of the game. I'm bored. So what I do every day is I log in, kill some stuff, get some weapon materials, kill some bosses, and then I get off. That's become fun to me because now I don't expect anything. I don't spend money on the game anymore. I guess I would consider myself a dolphin in that form, because I have spent money on it in the past. I do buy the battle pass. I do buy Welkin every once in a while. But they're not doing much, for that game, so I'm not going to spend money on that game. Same thing with Destiny 2. I have been playing Destiny since 2013. I played the alpha, played the beta. I was in the demo when it came out for PlayStation 4. I played that for so many years. So many months until I actually bought Destiny 1 for myself. I've been playing it for a long time. This past DLC has shown me that I have been wasting my money. I have not been using the game's not fun anymore. That's the first issue. It's not as fun as Destiny 1, and people say it's nostalgia. I don't agree. There's a lot of big Destiny YouTubers that say, oh, it's nostalgia. I don't agree. When I would play Destiny 1, I would do a strike no matter how many times, and I would get something that would level me up and make me stronger. I would do a nightfall once a week because that's all you needed, and I would get whatever weapon I wanted, and I would go on to do raids, Crucible, and that was when everything was very fun. What is it? Trials of the Elder? I can't remember it. Don't come at me in the comments. But it was fun. Destiny 2 came out, very fun. Me and my best friend, we played that for 3 days straight. Literally, we only slept for 2 hours in 3 days because the game was so fun. First 2 DLCs came out, hated the game after that. Played it because it got better. Cade died. Game was amazing still. I think year 3 wasn't horrible, but at the end of year 3, Well, actually, when the season started coming out was when I stopped enjoying the game, because I had to do exactly what they tell me to do to get stronger. I had to do the story. Don't get me wrong, I love the story. That's the reason I kept coming back to Destiny, was because of the story. But after Witch Queen and Lightfall, really after Beyond Light was kind of iffy for me, but I still spent the $100. Lightfall still spent the $100 because I'm coping that this game is gonna get better, and it didn't. And I told myself, whenever Lightfall comes out, this will be the last DLC that I buy. I bought it literally 2 months after that DLC came out. Beat the story, got the Strand Power. It wasn't fun to me anymore because it was just the same old. Do these same things over and over. After that, you can't make any more progress until the next week. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't like switching characters too much because I didn't have to do that in Destiny 1. Destiny 1, I played the Warlock only. And then I eventually made a Titan when I got done with my Warlock getting power level 400. But then I jumped on Destiny 2. I started trying out other characters. It's just not as fun. I like playing Warlock. Sometimes I'll play Hunter. And pretty much that was the fun that I would have. But the repetitive stuff on that, I didn't agree. And this ended up turning into a Destiny video. This is not what this is. That being said, when that trailer comes out at the end of this month, it's going to be the best trailer we've ever seen for Destiny 2 of all time. We just got news that Keith David is going to be taking over Lance's role as Zavala, which I think is a very good move, but I'm not going to play that game anymore. I haven't played that game since this last DLC come out and the season ended. It's not fun to me anymore. Therefore, I'm voting with my dollar, and I'm not buying that. I'm just not doing it. There's a lot of games that have come out recently that I feel like are not worth the price. Yes, we're getting the full game of Red Dead Redemption plus the DLC, but I think the game should have been sold for $30 to $40. If it's just a port, there's no reason for it to be almost full price. This game was like $50 when it came out, $60 when it came out. Then that DLC was $30 on top of that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm not saying that the game does not deserve to be purchased, but I am saying there's no work done to this game. There's no work done at all. It's like when they remastered the story mode for Modern Warfare 2. That is a slap in the face. I don't care what anybody says. That is most people's favorite Call of Duty, right after obviously Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and even Black Ops and World at War, like on the Xbox 360. Those are people's favorite games. But you do the story mode and the multiplayer for the first Modern Warfare, but when it comes to the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2, you just say no, just do the story mode. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't get that game for free, I was not playing that. I was not buying that. I'm not going for that anymore. And it's not just because I'm a married man. I'm older. I have responsibilities, because I've always been able to afford any game I wanted by making sacrifices. But there's sacrifices I'm not willing to make, and paying for games like this is not one of them. So honestly, there's 30 frames per second. Yes, we played that PlayStation 3, but 60 frames is doable through emulation. So if y'all see this game played on my YouTube channel, you just know that mug call me Luffy. Because I'm gonna be the Pirate King. I'm not doing that. I think that there's a lot of companies out here, not even just video gaming, that do not care about the people that consume their media. There's books that I've read where you can tell that the quality is dropped. Now, and sometimes I'm like, oh, it's because the author is washed, or sometimes it's because it's just not interesting to me anymore. Like this, I can make a video on the games that I feel like were not worth the money, especially ones that I've been scammed I'm talking about AAA games that I've been scammed by back in the day. But if you do see this game, yeah, I'm telling you, it's not going down. I bought this game 2 times when I was a kid. Enjoyed it both times. So don't know what to tell you. Do not buy this game, bruh. Do not buy this game for PlayStation 4. People that are buying Xbox 360s and stuff, y'all are so lucky. Sony, I'm not gonna lie, you're lame as heck for doing a lot of stuff that you've been doing lately. And it sucks because I didn't even that was my brother's Xbox 360 when we were playing this originally, and he didn't have that long. I've been a PlayStation guy for most of my life. I just got into PC gaming 3 years ago, and I built it, for myself because my friends were leaving PlayStation to go to PC, so I built it. Why is this not on there? That doesn't make sense to me. Bloodborne. Why is Bloodborne not on PC? I don't understand that. It does not make sense to me. There are games that I think that everybody should be able to play. When I was a kid, yeah, the console wars was fire. It was fun, but playing Halo 3 is the reason I even got into Call of Duty. Playing Halo 1, 2, and 3 is the reason I even got into Call of Duty. And my uncle and them had Call of Duty on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. But yeah, y'all Rockstar, y'all really need to get y'all stuff together, bro. Because this is like y'all are legit 0-2 right now on these remakes and ports. Y'all are being a horrible company right now. That's all I gotta say today. I know I haven't made a video in a minute, but this one has been on my mind. I got maybe two other ideas, and you all will probably see them, within the next week or two, depending on how I'm feeling, because this is fun to me. It's not a job, so I'm gonna post this a couple hours, probably do a little bit of editing on it, and then we'll just go at it. It's again, this is one of the ones that would not be considered one of my professional videos because I'm using my morning voice and I'm using my regular voice instead of using my professional. I think that Rockstar really should. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We're gonna have fun with this, and that's pretty much all for me. God bless you. Again, please do not buy this game. If anybody doesn't want to buy the game at all, that's perfectly fine. I do think that the Switch version, if it does not cause switches to catch on fire, then go for it. But don't buy this for the PlayStation 4, bro. Don't buy it. That's all for me. That's all I gotta say. I think in about 2 years, I am going to rebrand and change from Rookie Reviewer. A lot of people have Rookie Review in their name, or the Rookies Review, or Rookie whatever. I know I'm the only one that has Rookie Reviewer as the @name, but you won't be able to find me if you search me up. I'm probably at like the bottom of the list. Like there's people that haven't been active in years and I'm still below them, and I have 200 plus videos out, and yeah, so I'm trying to get my YouTube channel up so I can start getting review copies for video games, because anybody can do what I'm doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, vote with your wallet, believe in yourself, care about yourself, love yourself. That's all I gotta say today. God bless you if you watched this. If you didn't watch it, that's perfectly fine. If there's something that you think that I can do better, leave a comment below, leave a like on the video if you liked it, and subscribe. It's free. And if you don't want to subscribe anymore after this, that is perfectly fine. We're doing this for fun. God bless you all. Peace.